Yes, good morning, everyone. So today we are discussing about the linkages or relationship between environment and the public health. So here, environment. So environment is all about the situation, even about the environment is all about all the amount of living and the non-living forms available in the surrounding of us and which is directly or indirectly getting dependent and getting coordinated. That's the topic what we have discussed. And today we are discussing about there is a link between environment and public health. So how does all these links have been generated? Yes, sir. See, we are making use of environment with many of the human activities. That may be for the economic or else that may be for the individual purpose. Correct? So when the environmental pollution is going to get increased, that's going to result into health issues. That's the main point of what we need to understand. So what exactly this environmental pollution is all about? Yes, sir. That's the topic what we are discussing today. Is about environmental pollution, any undesirable change that may be for with physical, chemical, and biological conditions. It is as such like probably cutting the trees is one of the undesirable change. Constructing the dam, it is one of the undesirable change. Yes, maybe normal dams, whether it has been constructed by nature, never to be. It is one of the part and parcel of human infrastructure, what we have built, correct? So there are many numerous amount of things which are giving its own contribution to undesirable change. Probably factories, foundries, which are leading towards many of the water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution, correct? So is that been expected by nature? No, it's been created by us for our economical safety. Okay, correct? So these are all undesirable change to the environment. So that is resulting physical, chemical, and biological conditional changes. So what kind of this physical change has been taken place? Yes, the forest was that. Yes, we started cutting the trees. We started encroaching that land. Maybe for the purpose of human activity like agriculture, yes, we encroached a lot of forest. That is the first thing. And later on, for the industrial development purpose, yes, again we started encroaching the land of the forest. Correct. So where more and more amount of contribution towards environment is suddenly getting reduced due to the chemical imbalances, as such like air pollution. Yes, many of the contribution of carbon dioxide, even about many of those kind of carbons are there. Correct. So many of the chemicals through air or through water, somehow it is being inculcated. And ultimately, what happens? Our biological conditions are going to get changed. As like underground water also is getting polluted nowadays because of our initiative is so huge. Okay, so instead of calling that as such like a fulfilling or satisfaction, we're supposed to call it as a greediness, as correctly said by Mahatma Gandhi. It's like this earth is there. to satisfy your needs, not your greediness. Correct? You rightly said, and that is applicable now. As it's like, see, when we are going to start keep on upgrading ourselves and we neglecting the environment, probably that is going to be change as according to the changes what we have made, and there's no fault from environment. The environment is acting as like that neutral sense. So if you're going to feed poison, yes, the poison will get grow up. If you want to feed the fruit, yes, the fruit will grow up. But the previous amount of poisonous content which was there in that soil, yes, it's going to get carried on as according to the right state. Correct? That is how the system works always. And there are types or forms of environmental pollution. Yes, we have a list of environmental pollution. It's about air, water, soil, noise, thermal, even about visual. So air pollution. Yes, many of the mm, carbon dioxide, monoxide, uh, maybe sulfur, many of the things is supposed to be are contributing. Correct? So it is almost such like our contribution is negative. Yes, we know that, but whether environment can able to digest that and convert it into the good things that we never thought of. Correct? So just we are trying to contribute those negative things into the environment. What happens ultimately? Maybe the temperature level will get high. Maybe our environment will keep on changing. Correct? It's all about the air pollution, even about the water pollution. So industrial waste directly we are living to the environment, where ultimately it is resulting a bad kind of setup. Correct? So this is not a small thought process as it's like what we are going to run it in the show of our routine, but it is going to be the fact thing where until unless we take care of our environment, probably it's going to be a difficult task to survive in the future. Correct? Even about soil pollution. Maybe I can quote the example of agriculture. Yes, during 1950s period of the time, we were facing a deficit of available crop for feeding the crop to all the population, feeding the food to the population. Yes, we were facing deficit. That's the reason we took initiative. As it's like probably we can go for a green revolution. Yes, very cleverly we took initiative as such like fertilization, even about the chemical feeding to the land. But now it has become conventional farming, where the conventional farming as such like still we are feeding the chemicals because we have a perception in our mindset as such like without feeding that chemicals, probably we may not able to survive. That kind of situation we have been reached as of now, right? So nobody is taking care of any kind of green environment at any time. That's the reality. And even about noise pollution. Many of the factories, foundries, yes, we are creating noise, correct? So is that only the result of those factories and foundries or industrials? Need not be. Maybe that much of megahertz, whatever it has been quoted or mentioned, can be able to be audible. Beyond that, yes, everything is noise pollution only. So ultimately, where it goes, never within the environment, within that surrounding only. Correct? That results into the bad impact over animals as well as even human beings. Maybe that is resulting into our stress level. Correct? So many of the imbalances are getting happened due to that noise pollution. Even about thermal pollution. Yes, many of the thermal projects which are contributing towards all these air, water, soil, noise. Yes, thermal energy is very much required, but beyond that control, not at all to be acceptable. Correct? And even one more nowadays, fashion is such like visual. Yes, we would like to have a good amount of lightings, decorative. See, day and night is available for doing its own activities. That night time is required for having a good sleep. But that visual pollution, as like is or decorative lights or else maybe whatever we are going to create, ultimately what it happens, probably animals may not able to sleep. Yes, of course you have created your mindset, okay, this is night time and we need to sleep. But what does how does animals will think, okay, still it is a daytime when that light thing is more in the environment. Correct? So it's going to be an imbalance in our environment. Correct? That is very common on a day-to-day life. Right, sir. So today we understood about environmental pollution, and of course we understood very clearly that due to human activities we are resulting into health issues. That's the point what we have concluded today. Right, sir. Thanks to everyone.